And we are back, everybody, for another session in the ongoing campaign, The Dungeon of Graves. And when we last left off, our heroes were still tasked with clearing Castle Calaelen from some goblins that had taken up residence there with the assistance of some gnolls and were preying upon some of the occasional farmer and caravan that were coming through the area to Zelkor's Ferry. They were given that task by the head of the local watch in Zelkor's Ferry, a person by the name of Captain Scormop. And to bring us up to date, they had lured a pair of goblin gate guards out using some magics.
No.
Oh, did I say goblin? Gnoll
You,
gate guards.
you did.
Me. I did. I'm very wrong about that. They are gnolls, in fact. Large, dangerous gnolls. And our dear Blood Moon had used some druid cantrips to make it sound like wildlife, like a small swine, and lured them out. And so far they've been duped by this until they come around the corner and see the whole lot of you. And I'm going to rule that they're not surprised. And the combat will, at this point, be joined. Which means roll initiative.
All right.
Make sure that your icon is selected when you hit initiative, please. All right. Everybody roll?
Yes.
I believe so.
And
Got the same roll twice, so I'm good.
Gnoll number 1 is, in fact, up. Rolls a 21. And he sees the large group instead of a swine, a tasty, tasty little piglet. He instead sees a large group of adventurers, heavily armed adventurers at that. And he will retreat to about right here-ish and fire a shot with his bow and arrow at Saris, who will have partial cover. So I'm gonna give him a -2 to hit you because you're a little bit obscured by that wall, but he can see you.
Okay.
I'll move him there. That makes more sense. But I'll still give you some cover on that.
Ooh.
Rolls a 4.
Oh,
we're not going to use
one.
critical misses yet, but that will be a thing in the future. Bloodhawk, you are up. You see an arrow go whistling. Well, it doesn't whistle past Saris. It flies straight into the wall and shatters.
All right. Well, I don't want this situation to get any worse. So, Bloodhawk crouches down, shield in one hand. 5, 10.
Did you have a name change?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have
I'm
a
sorry,
name
Blood
change?
Moon.
Oh.
I think Devin said Blood Moon now, Bloodhawk, and then I'm like, oh, Bloodhawk. No, not Blood Moon.
We're doing a Viking game now, apparently.
That's how it always works, right? So yeah, we're gonna give this a shot, which I'm sure misses.
He
with
rolled
an
11.
That will miss, yes.
Okay.
Barnaby.
Well, I can kind of see one of them. We're in a fight. I think I can get there. So I'm going to try that charge attack that we initiated. Can I come around the corner and get him?
So for the charge attack, you pretty much have to have an entire round. You can't really have any intervening.
Yeah, it's got to be like a clear line of sight, unobstructed type
The
thing.
entire way? Or because, like, once I move 2 squares, I have a straight line over 20 feet.
Yeah, you really can't. It's like a all hell bent for leather kind of thing. It is not a no setup movement. Just go.
All right. In that case, I'll still charge in, get up to him, move to 30 feet, so I still have my attack anyway, and I will destroy the gnoll. You see, if I had that advantage, it would have worked.
That certainly would have. Theris, you You flinch at the arrow that shatters against the wall next to you, and you are up.
All right, so I'm going to.
I cry out, "There's
advance.
2 of them!"
Excellent. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, that will do just nicely. Because I'm a little hazy on the rule, if I were to move my full 30 feet to this square, would I get flanking with him on this knoll?
No, you would not. You'd
Would
have to
not,
move.
okay.
You'd have to move to right. Well,
Oh, I
Really,
see.
Generally, you have to cross center.
you have to be right there, pretty
Gotcha.
much.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, I will remain where I am at least, and I'm going to attack with my longsword, two-handed.
Two-hand that thing.
Two-handed always. It's my favorite.
We are we're doing it live, guys.
Yep, we're here. We're missing a lot
This is when you guys destroyed 5 gnolls last time, and then have a TPK against 2.
against.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
Absolutely.
incredibly intimidating. What can we say?
We're tired.
This one strides up. As it does so, it discards its, throws its longbow down that it was holding onto, and slashes with a scimitar. It does not have his shield out yet. Neither of them have a shield out at this moment because they had bows in hand, hoping for swine meat. But we'll attack with the scimitar, and naturally they're going to roll well tonight for 3 points.
Excellent. All right.
Vom, you have been summoned. Vom is
Yeah.
needed.
Vom
Blood
is
on the
needed,
air.
but Vom is apparently I don't see any way I can get there close enough to get a strike. So, well, I guess I will come around the corner.
Now you can
And
move adjacent to them, just not strike this turn if you want to be a target.
well, I'm not close enough to actually get to the knoll.
You are if you just move, you can get to the knolls. You can move up to
1,
60
2,
feet.
3, 4,
You
5,
could double
6.
move.
I'm. If I go 30 feet, I'm still short.
Yeah, but
Right.
you have a second move that you can take.
Yeah, you can go 35 feet, but just not attack.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's terrible.
That's fair.
Oh,
All right.
I wasn't
I
saying it was
come
a good
around the
idea.
corner. I come around the corner, and I'm going to work myself into a frothy fit.
He smells blood on the air.
Alara.
Ah.
I'm gonna corner to over here and go defensive.
You're evading or being
Yeah.
in defensive mode. That knoll, the one on Barnaby, will also discard his bow and arrow, and he does not have a shield up. So just to let you know, their armor class is a little lower than.
My 10 will
normal.
still miss. It's okay.
It will, but I want to give you hope at the very least. Of course, they're not going to miss today, and he hits you for 3 points.
I have an 18 AC.
Oh, he does. He does not hit. I take that back,
Yep,
tough
rolled
guy.
a 17.
Blood Moon, you are now up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, on this knoll here, I'm going to attempt to thorn whip him off the bard.
That's a cantrip, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
17.
That'll hit.
He has moved 10 feet closer to me, so he should end up right here, away from her, and take 3 piercing.
3 piercing. Gotcha. Barnaby.
I will.
Right.
Let's see. I don't really have to move, but I will move to there around him in case anybody wants to flank him in the future.
Yes, you are setting up. I get that.
And stabbing him in the back like a paladin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There we go.
23.
Like a total class skill right there.
3 points of slashing damage.
Nice job.
Backstab.
Minimum damage, but hey.
Saris, you are up.
All right. I'm going to. I will take the opportunity to move here and flank this bad boy. I'm going to call a quick thank you to Blood Moon as I attack this one yet again with my longsword and hopefully not miss.
There we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
There we go.
That's what we wanted.
Excellent. So I will strike him, and then I can click that. Right? Yes, for damage. There we go.
All right.
So 8 damage.
This Knoll,
You're
having
welcome.
been drawn away, he's going to, as part of a free action, shout, "We have intruders!"
Bastard.
And he looks around and decides that he left his bow and arrow behind. Sees the big barbarian. Sees that weird thing over there. He's going to go join his friend over here and attack that one. Right there. Going after the dear little Saris.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, I can't miss today. I can't roll for damage, though. That's the thing. Why am I rolling so low?
Don't question it. It's okay.
That's all right. 2 points.
All right.
Bomb, you are up. The mighty
All
bomb.
right. I'm going to do the one thing I do reasonably well and charge.
Roll me some damage.
All right.
Certainly hit.
And
Let's click on the word great axe. It'll pull it up. There we go. So that's 10 plus 2.
Oh, that's a nice hit.
12 points. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, is he raging?
Yep.
yes,
It's getting out of the way early. Alara, you're
I
up.
did that. Yeah, I did that last turn.
Ah.
I'm gonna go around the crazy ass barbarian and smack the knoll from behind.
Smack the knolls behind.
And miss.
No, you have it.
Solidly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have advantage, but I still miss.
Yep. So their armor class without the shields is actually 14.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Ooh.
Giant 7.
That one right there. That is enough to bring down a knoll. So there's only one left. And it is up. Whoops. What did I do with it? Did I erase it by accident? All right. I accidentally took it off the initiative list, but he's at 21. He's the fast one. He is going to withdraw. He is going to say, I've had enough of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is trying to get away. He is shouting and running about intruders and heading for the drawbridge.
Is he still standing?
He is still standing. Bloodmoon, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We can't have him getting away. Bloodmoon pulls out one of his bone javelins as the thing's running.
14 will hit because he is
6 piercing.
Why? Hold on a second. 6 piercing? All right. He is pretty gravely wounded, but not dead yet. Barnaby. As he is booking it for the
Turn
drawbridge.
around. Sure, why not? I'm gonna throw my javelin, see if I can't hit the same spot.
Split the javelin.
Yes.
21.
21.
Hits for
All
4
right.
points of piercing.
4 points of piercing. He is still holding on. Saris, you are up.
Right. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
You're gonna again kill him with your biting
Mock
words.
him to death.
I'm going to mock him to death.
Death.
So it's. Where's my?
It should be on your I probably put it in your quick selection menu.
Oh, I'm not sure how to. Oops, there we go. Okay, so spell save would be 13.
He will
Excellent.
fail. Even 1 point is more than he has. So he is mocked to death.
Yes. Second. All right, I gotta start tally marking my belt here for how many gnolls I'm mocking to death.
All right, those 2 guard gnolls are down. You hear some high-pitched squeaking and shouting coming from somewhere within the interior of the large manor house or moat house, whatever you want to call it, and some other kind of deeper voices responding.
Whatever we're gonna do, we probably need to do it fast.
Is there a
Blood
plan?
Moon moves forward and takes his javelin out of the back of the down knoll and puts it back in his quiver. And he pulls his bow.
His Bobo, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you come around the corner and see a somewhat decrepit drawbridge going across kind of a dusty, in places muddy ditch. I mean, it's a good 20, 25 feet across at the widest point where it's crossing. The drawbridge itself is, there's some remnants perhaps of the old one, and I use the word drawbridge very loosely. This drawbridge does not draw anywhere anymore. It has no more chains. You can see the old shackles of it are just lying there with the old chains just trailing off into the ditch, going halfway down. The whole ditch is perhaps 15 or 20 feet deep at the very center of it, almost like a trough shape. It is dry inside of it, some stones and dirt and mud along the bottom of it. I don't think you can see into the courtyard yet, so the wall is blocking your way. You can see, Blood Moon, that there is you can see a portion of the manor house. You're looking at the eastern tower and the wall, probably of the gate into the house proper. And there is a let's see what you can see. And you could see the gate has the first floor has no windows, and you can't even see the gate. It's blocked behind your view, but you see an arrow slit right here and an arrow slit right there. Were you able to see that?
I saw one ping over here. I assume the other ping was here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the southern part of the eastern tower, and to the left where I pinged was a wall. So these are arrow slits from the second floor looking down across the courtyard.
Arrow slits on the middle of the building going through, and also on the left. Assume there's more on the right as well. We should get to a point where we can use the cover of the walls ourselves. And Blood Moon breaks into a dash.
Right. Where's Blood Moon going?
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70. He's got his bow out.
Okay. As you are dashing along and kind of crossing this space right through here, crossing this space through here, an arrow does come whistling in your direction from
The leftmost
this arrow
slit.
right there. This slit right there. So is before you reach cover. It's not a bad idea to go to cover, but before you can get there, and certainly not in the long range of this weapon, an arrow does come your direction. And 15 will hit, I'm sure.
Yeah, 15 hits.
Okay, 4 points.
Okay.
So did you guys see all that? You have some cover from that particular arrow slit right now. There'll be a -2 to hit. All right, so you guys see Blood Moon shouting instructions of what he sees as he dashes across, trying to get to the western wall to get some cover, and an arrow does find him as he dashes across. We're not really in. I can move us into initiative mode if you guys want to. Might be for the best, I suppose.
While they're lying here, I'm gonna grab the Knowles longbow and arrows because they're here, and why not?
There is no reason why not.
Excellent idea. I'm gonna cast a
I'll
quick little
use them
cure
while I
wounds on
can.
myself.
Yep.
Just a little quick one. Just a little at level 1. Nice. +6.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Who's that too?
charge up to kind of
It
join
was me.
Blood Moon,
Gotcha.
but I'm gonna hug the wall.
I'm doing one to myself as well, giving myself back the 4 hit points I lost. Condemns importance.
I'll stop there. Actually,
You
there.
you realize you're in the ditch, right?
Oh, that's a ditch? I'm sorry.
That's the
Yeah.
ditch. One can try to traverse the ditch, but
I forgot about the ditch.
all right. So I'm gonna bring initiative up, and
But I'm
That
still
way
gonna
we-
charge up, so I can get to there.
I'm gonna roll for the.
I'd rather be
we'll-
next to him when initiative comes in.
All right.
So we can all die together.
They said we'd all go down together.
Arrow slit to the left is active. That's what you hear from Blood Moon.
I don't think I can throw that far.
To initiative, and is everybody up yet? So if you're everybody can roll initiative, and we'll just go.
I see 5.
So I'm going to draw where the arrow slits are, so you guys can see where they just get an idea of. Have the. Okay, so one of the arrow slits is right here. There's an arrow slit right there.
Me and Alara pulling up the rear as far as initiative goes.
And there's one right above the gate. If you guys can
Somebody's
see-
got to take the rear.
If you guys can see the gate. Okay, Barnaby, you moved up that far. Are you going to do anything as you get there?
We'll call that my turn.
Okay. And goblins go in 12. No, actually, let me redo the cycle. So Barnaby is gone. Bloodman, you are up. You're next. We'll make it your turn. Blood Moon.
All right. Blood Moon is going to wait for them to move into position. He'll pop out once the guy exposes himself, and then he'll shoot.
Okay, so they are. You can see them in the. Just because you can't see them on the map doesn't mean they're represented on the map, but you can't see them because they're on the second floor. So
Okay.
they have an active token. It's just invisible to you. So I'll say that in the arrow slit, you can see barely a little goblin figure in there, drawing another arrow out of its quiver and getting ready to shoot at you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Still within short range, or still within not having to roll disadvantage range. So I'm going to attempt to hit the goblin up in the window.
Okay.
I miss.
You missed. Gotcha. All right. Barnaby has decided to be the person du jour, and will take a peppering of arrow fire from his position.
Hey, pincushion.
I believe that he has. Let me check his LOV. So he only has one of the positions that he's exposed to. So, woof.
Oh no.
9 points, Barnaby. What you got?
Damn.
You take a a thudding little black-fletched arrow straight to your center mass.
Hey,
Deftly
nothing
launched
tells you to slow down quite like a sucking chest wound.
straight from this little arrow slit. I mean, they've got a pretty good overwatch position here on you guys. No doubt about it. That's both of them. Vom, you're up watching watching the arrows rain down, and have already heard that it is from above where these arrows are being rained.
Well, unfortunately, I only know one tactic, so
I get you.
so I'm going to. I will attempt to evade as I run, but I mean that's that's.
Yes, Dave, you got hit for 9.
You said I could double move.
You can, but you cannot evade. So to take the evade action, you have
Yeah.
to make a regular move.
Okay, well I'm evading as I run.
Okay, so you can if you move 30 feet, you can put yourself in a position to take for things to take a disadvantage on the attack.
All right, that's what I do.
Okay.
So I is dumb, but I is not so dumb.
You're not so dumb. You're Conan dumb, which isn't real dumb. Alara?
Sorry.
By the way, this is what goblins are good at.
What about gnolls?
Also, goblins even better though. Goblins are dex creatures.
I'm done.
You're done? Was
Yep.
that a full move, or are you
Yep.
evading? What
That was a double move.
double move. Gotcha. Saris?
Yep, I'm going to double move right up next to her as well by full 60 feet, and I stop.
Barnaby.
They're all back there.
Man, I feel like a coward. I'm the only one trying not to be shot.
I will. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
What are
gonna
you
touch
gonna do?
myself.
Wait,
You're
what?
gonna touch yourself?
I'm gonna touch myself. Lay on hands for 5.
All right, Madonna.
And
gonna
as
move?
I touch myself, I'm gonna slowly but casually walk into this building.
Now, by the way, it does occur to you that were you to gain the wall, or probably within 5 feet of it or so, they cannot shoot down at you.
Yeah, but somebody else might get me. Okay. Oh, sure, that's probably safer. But then I won't have hit points. But I won't have hit points when you shoot me anyway. So it's the same thing. Up against the wall.
Up against the wall. Okay.
Did not touch myself. Well, I did, but I didn't
I
heal.
will say that if you are in that square up against the wall, then they will. Then that at least that one. Yeah, I will say, you can't get in the next square, but if you get up against the wall, they cannot shoot down. The arrow slits do not permit that. So Barnaby goes charging forward and just throws his back against the wall and is looking up at the arrow slit above, hoping that they can't get an angle on him. It does not appear that they can. Bloodman.
I'm gonna take a note from that and do the same thing, because I realized I'm not so good at hitting inside of holes with my arrows.
It's not the easiest thing to do, that's for sure.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Moving map. 45, 50, 55, 60. Checking area. 70. Done.
All right. That one might be able to get you. So if you were there, it probably would not be able to.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll let you. You can't. Well, you can sort of get in that square. So that's hugging the wall. Being one with the wall. Goblins, you hear them shrieking inside with anger, and they are cursing and calling for. They're saying, "Where are you? We paid you to be here. Come out, fight these things." Sounds like they're calling somebody to respond. However, if they have a target, they're going to take it. So looks like Alara and Saris. Laura, you're in front. Bam, that'd be a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. I don't think there's any other. Let me take a look real fast. Yeah, that's the only one arrow slit has a target on you guys. So, Vom, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to do what I do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Your rage is worn off, by the way.
Yes. Yes, I unchecked that. I'm going to shoot, move, and communicate. I'm running and evading.
Okay. 30 feet with evade action. Gotcha. Alar, you're up.
Going to move up onto the bridge and shoot at the goblin.
So you're gonna move how far up? Okay, move that far. Gotcha.
God damn it.
I know, right? Saris?
I'm going to attempt to move. I'm not going to get very far, but we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, which is just peachy.
Well, you're fully exposed there.
Good
Let me
night,
suggest
Isaac.
if you got to like right there.
Yeah, that would be better.
And
I
if
was,
your movement there, you could get some
Yeah.
partial cover and maybe not be exposed to both arrow slits.
yeah, you're
Okay.
right. I will do that.
Barnaby, you're breathing heavily. You've gained the wall, and you're kind of looking around. Well, you tell me if you're looking around, because that's would be
Yeah.
almost to appraise your surroundings.
Tell me
Almost
what
be
I'm
an
doing.
action.
You can play me. It's cool.
Go ahead.
I would just look around, and now against the safety of the wall, I would heal myself.
Okay. Looking around, you see a tower over here.
Mm-hmm. Is that Raven Tower?
That's Raven Tower, and there's a sign in front of Raven Tower. It's drawn on a plank of wood with some white letters. Can't read it from here, but there's a big sign. It's like they used whitewash and some improvised paintbrushes, very splattery looking. This big door is open here, and you still hear, despite all this going on, a ting 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 sound of the smithy. And you can smell the coal smoke from here, coming from a chimney on the roof of this. The sound of the smith has gone unabated, and there's a tower door over here, and it seems to be where the goblins are directing their yelling at from the arrow slits above you. Bloodmoon, you're up.
So are these arrow slits big enough for the goblins to fit through?
Probably not even that.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, they're probably 8 inches wide.
What is this I'm seeing here? Is this a pathway?
It's a gate. It's a double door. It's a big double door.
Okay. And this is visible and open, the smithy.
The smithy is visible and open and still being active. There's still a smith of some sort working in there.
All right. I'm going to look back and see that everybody is coming across nicely. And I am going to go... I'm going to take the dodge action, but I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I will be taking dodge.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you are staying close to the wall, you can, if you want to like be hugging the wall while doing that, you can pretty much evade arrow fire as you're doing it.
I'm not going to take a chance that something else comes out on me and I don't have dodge up.
That's fair.
So.
But are you hugging the wall as you do that? Just
yes.
Avoid. Okay. All right. You well, let me see what you can see. So inside the smithy, you can see a goblin. he's moving around and going to the forge and coming back out and is working on some piece of metal and quenching it. He's busily smithing, oblivious essentially to everything going on. There's a gate. There's a tower right here with a door that is shut, and of course you see behind you, and you are looking at the main door into the manor house right next to you. And Saris, you did a full move, or did you how far did you move in your last turn?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. So they will take a shot at you, but it'll be a -2 to hit because you have
Okay.
some cover, and they will miss.
Sweet.
I only think one can see you, so let me confirm that. Yes, only one of them can see you.
Whew.
Vom, you are up.
I feel like I'm lagging behind the rest of the group. All right. Well, seeing as nobody has been shot recently, I will just dash the last distance. 2, 4, 5. There.
All right, you really have no cover there, but you can get an idea of your surroundings. Do you have any questions about what you're seeing right now, Jeremy? I know that it doesn't.
I mean, it looks like an open courtyard and arrow slits and people shooting at us.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
All right.
Yeah, the peachy colored V's are the arrow slits.
Gotcha.
There's one above this gatehouse, this door, one in this wall here, and there's one right there.
Well, I guess the smart thing for me to do then would be to,
That's a ditch.
It's a ditch.
Oh, shit. Well, whatever.
You
You're
want to
hugging the
stand
wall.
over by the bard.
I'm on the other side doing the same. I'm mirroring the action of the person behind standing on the other side.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Lamar,
but that's okay. I'm gonna
No,
shoot.
I get you, but whatever.
let her rip.
Well, it's not a 1.
I mean, in these conditions, they have a +5 to their armor class. Like they are.
I know. I'm gonna give up next round. Just
Okay.
May I recommend the
going.
flamethrower?
A grenade would even be pretty tricky here. Saris, you were up.
Like I said, this is why God gave us flamethrowers.
So I'm gonna kind of look at Vom for a second and be like, all right, I'm gonna run across and I'm gonna book it across to stand next to Barnaby. So 1,
You got plenty of
5,
movement to get there.
10, 15.
I give you a
20.
thumbs up. You got this.
Thanks. Oh, I guess yeah, that'll work. I'm kind of on the wall with them.
She
If that's
dashes
okay.
across the yard and
That's
is breathing heavily as she reaches you. As you are coming across, though, at about this point, that goblin over there who's waiting for a target takes a pot shot at you,
All right.
and 5 points of piercing.
Oh,
So the armor class is higher.
yes.
Not a 16. So
Not a 16. So you said
so you
5.
are as you dash across. One of them was holding an action, waiting for a target, and you presented yourself.
You hear Saris yelp as she goes to cross. She tries very gingerly to pull the arrow out while she's sitting back against the wall with Barnaby.
You're better off pushing it through.
Or get a spoon. That's what they use in.
That will be my turn.
That'll be your turn. Barnaby, you're up.
Well, I can't see around the corners, so I really don't know what's going on, but there's that one over there. But if I get his attention, he's going to join the fight. I guess I will move to here just to see what I can see, and then try to get next to Blood Moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll get to there, and I'll get all dodgy.
All dodgy.
Yeah, you are not in any danger of the arrows hugging the wall that closely.
Yeah, but there could be something else.
There could be. Bloodman, you're up.
Blood Moon is going to resheath his bow and go to his shield, and that will be his action. Shielded javelin.
You can move while doing that if you want to.
Not through the area that I'm going to need my next action to push open.
Okay. I just, if you want to move, I was letting you know that you can move.
Yeah.
All right. Goblins are up. Let me get this goblin on the board. We're on. Okay. All right. Vom will take some bow fire, I'm sure. He's in the right place for that. He has exposure to at least 2.
But he's dodging.
He is dodging, so they're.
And I am exposing myself back at them.
What's your armor class?
Not high enough.
It's probably more than 12.
13.
There you go.
Oh.
That is great.
All right. You did a move with an evade action. Is that correct?
No, the last distance I sprinted.
Okay, so one of those will hit 4 points.
Ouchie.
But you are up now, Vom. It's amazing what 2 goblins from cover can do. Well, 3.
All right. Well, screw those guys. Okay. So looking at this courtyard, I mean, is there any ingress to get to where they are?
There is a door right there.
And I presume that's closed.
It is closed, and Blood Moon is next to it. Looks like he's. Would you say that you're prepping to go through it, Tony? Is that your?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to breach it.
You got like a battering ram or hand grenade or some shit?
You seen these abs?
Okay. All right. Hey, I have faith in you. I have faith in you and Balbe's Harold Ballsack. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I dash across the expanse and shelter against the wall.
Join the wall. Join the wall, breathing heavily. Gotcha.
Join the wall, breathing heavily.
All right, Laura, you've been left behind.
That's okay. It's my turn.
All right, you can make it.
Yeah. I'm over here.
All right, you have all dashed across and gained the wall. I'm going to go ahead and end the combat cycle because you are now essentially out of sight of your opponents. So I'll take us out of combat for the time being.
Ready?
Unless you guys are going to step back out and start shooting.
No.
Okay.
I have no intentions of doing such.
All right. You've gained the wall. Breathing heavily, tending to arrow fire as you reach this point.
Vom, Saris, Alara, move up.
Start making my way towards where I hear him.
We're working on it.
I am up.
I get closer.
Closer.
You want to stack on one?
You feel
Stack
my
on the door.
hot breath against your neck.
That's not right.
Resheathing the javelin, Blood Moon's going to see if he can push the door open.
Okay. You you assess the door there. You it appears to be you lean into it and it appears to be locked. That's your first conundrum. It appears to be locked, and there is a conventional door lock and key kind of thing on it.
I look over at Vom, and I standard door enter, and I crouch down with my shield next to the right outside the range of slamming into the door, and I wait for Vom to get into position, because this is how we deal with locks, because we don't have picks.
Yeah, we're just gonna smash into this shiznit.
Now, if you, per the rules, if one of you assists another one in breaking down a door, you can have an advantage on the strength check to clear it. There is, however, somebody. Well, she hasn't volunteered it yet, so I won't say anything.
Well, I'm going to be watching this doorway here to see if we have anybody rushing out of it.
You see a goblin moving around inside, but completely oblivious to what you're doing.
Yeah,
Intently-
well, we'll see how loud the bashing down of the door gets.
That's fair. Saris,
I think I'm going to cast a little Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And use my last spell slot.
oh, you guys are down to that.
It hurt.
Retreat,
It hurt a
regroup.
lot.
So I
Back to-
have Jeremy in the background yelling, "Blood makes the grass grow," and Allie yelling, "Kill, kill, kill."
Oh my gosh.
That's just charming in your hustle.
Welcome to festival.
I was gonna say, I feel superfluous at this point. Shit.
However, Saris, you may have forgotten your character has certain proficiencies that are of assistance in these situations. Just to remind you.
I've been looking, but I don't see anything that would help.
Could be wrong.
Thieves'
but-
tools?
Thieves' tools.
No.
Oh, yeah, I thought you had thieves' tools. I thought
No.
we gave you a background that had these tools.
I have a diplomat's pack.
Oh, okay.
Same
I
thing.
don't see any thieves' tools. I've got an ink pen. If we take a few minutes, maybe we could fashion it into a lockpick.
You have it. You're proficient in thieves' tools. It's
But
in
I
your.
I don't think I have any though.
You have them. I'll go ahead and just declare that for you.
Okay.
You came into the game with these tools. You're good. You're good to
Okay.
go on that.
I probably messed something up on my sheet anyway, so.
That's okay.
All right. Okay, then
So as
I
you guys
will,
are stacking the door, Saris chimes in.
Wait a minute. That's gonna make a lot of noise. Why don't I just pick the lock?
Blood Moon looks over at you, walks up, puts his finger against your forehead, and your eyes feel weird.
Oh.
In fact, you start to get macro vision as if you were looking through the eyes of an owl.
Oh. Hold
And
on to the wall for a second.
I cast guidance on her.
Excellent. I like the idea that it's like temporarily I'm like really drunk for like just a second and then it clears up. I'm like, oh shit. I like hold on to the wall.
It's kind of like his version of bardic inspiration.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pop over here to the door.
Okay.
Can I peer through the keyhole? Is that a thing I can do?
You
or
can make either an investigation, or if you want to check it out, you can make. In this case, it would be investigation, which you're not proficient in, but you can always make the roll.
Also,
Yeah,
this will use up whatever
Oh, it
you do
would
is
use
going
the
to use up your
guidance?
guidance.
No, you have
Right.
a choice.
Okay. Oh, does it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
any
Of its
one
choice.
ability check of its choice. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
However,
Yeah,
he is concentrated to keep this on you.
yeah, I
His
just want
cantrip,
to
he can just you can keep casting over and over again, I
I
suppose.
just want to peek through
Yeah.
real quick and see if I see anything on the other side, like directly on the other side of the door.
Okay,
through
you're
the
making an
keyhole.
investigation check, so go ahead and
Ba-doop.
ba-doop.
And add
Okay.
a die 4.
That's a good check. You see, kind of investigating, looking through the crack in the door, and you're not a trained thief, but you're doing your best, and you're quite proud of yourself when you see that there is a pair of armed, cocked, locked, and loaded mechanical crossbows that are mounted to the far wall, looks like there's about a 20-foot corridor to a T intersection, and mounted kind of high up near the ceiling and aiming like dead at you are a pair of these crossbows, and there's some kind of a system using wires and pulleys and other mechanisms that appear to be a mechanical trigger for them to fire when the door is open enough.
All right. So I will relay this to the crew and say that there are crossbows attached to the door, I think. So if we open it, we can't be in front of this door. Or I could try. Could I try to see if I can't
Disable it?
just
Yeah,
excuse me, disable the trap?
That is another use of the thieves' tools. Sure.
Okay. So I guess first I would try to unlock the door and then I would try to disable the trap. Or no, I guess that would work because I would assume that the trap is triggered by I'm going to assume that the trap is triggered by opening the door, not unlocking the lock. So
your investigation roll. Did you use the guidance when you made the investigation roll? I think you said
no. I would have just
did
used.
not.
I would have tried to not do that.
Okay. You're not sure.
Okay. Fair enough. So for the guidance, I would like to use to pick the lock on the door.
Gotcha. All right.
Make
your click on the thieves' tools.
I don't have them in my.
It'll be a left side under tool proficiencies.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
Sheet.
Wait, I'm just blind. Thank you. So it would be a 17 because I'm rolling with guidance, right?
No, it'd be a 6 plus a die 4.
6 plus a d4. Okay.
Now you can probably generally in these games you can make the election to use that extra die roll after you see what your die roll is. So you don't have to spend it right now because you're pretty a 10's probably not going to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not certain how the rules all parse out in this regard.
You can always try to do it over and over again. Above you, the goblins are shouting like crazy. By the way, they've not gone silent during this time, and finally, after a few moments of them berating and angrily denouncing and otherwise making nuisances of themselves, talk about how much they've been paid and they need to see these guys immediately out here. This door opens, and a pair of gnolls emerges from this southwestern tower. Excuse me.
That's the correct assessment there, Alara.
I've been waiting for that.
Immediately, he was ready with that bow.
Roll some damage. The gnolls are not armed with longbows at this moment, so they're charging out, and really they don't look too happy to be here, and they are armed with their scimitars and their shields.
Report.
And that one you hit. All right, you guys got a surprise round. Go right ahead. If you're using missile weapons, you can go first. Then we'll roll initiative.
Do I get 2 shots since I was holding an action for one?
We'll just say that was your action. Go ahead. Anybody else have a missile weapon ready to go?
My javelin is sitting next to me as we're getting ready to press the door, but I have a 30-foot 120, so it's going to be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Skadoosh! Ooh!
Oh my gosh.
20, nice.
Good grief.
Boosh!
Boosh! 9 points.
And a good damage roll too. Was that max? Yeah, max damage too.
Max damage on that. All right, nicely done. Okay, so initiatives.
Meanwhile, Saris was like botching her lock-picking attempt, freaking out as she heard the door open.
Trying to get through that door, and then around the corner, these 2 gnolls roll a 2. They both rolled a 2.
Did I have my? Yeah, I had her clicked. Okay.
Finally something you can deal with. Although, if you charge at them, you will, You guys know the situation. I don't need to tell you.
I'm good at charging. It's kind of what I do. All right. I'm
All right.
gonna come around the corner and do barbarian things.
Do it.
Yep.
Their
Is
ass.
the door still closed?
Door's still
Yes.
closed. The gnolls.
Door's still
The gnolls are right down here. They
Oh.
came through that. They came out of the tower.
Oh well, shit. Then I'm gonna use my full move to go straight at them because that's what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You could I think from where you were, your initial spot, you could have made that charge action because you were
Okay.
you're right here, I think.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you
Battle
get
axe.
full charge. Go for it.
All right, let me roll.
Flying tackle.
No, we're not tackling. There are no hugs. This is a hug with an axe.
Close. Close enough.
It'll hit.
Is that a hit?
That's a hit on one that's been hit a couple times already. Oof. All right. Well, that gnoll succumbed pretty fast.
Oh,
Squidish.
Blood Moon, you were up.
Ah.
I'm going to move one step forward, which will give me a clear diagonal path, not in the way of Vom to the next knoll.
Please don't shoot me in the back.
That's why I got a clear path. Hold on, I got to reset up disadvantage again. Phew. That's probably a miss, but if it would have hit. Wait a minute. Is he aware that I'm here?
It's still where?
Is the knoll aware that we're all here? Like, you said they were very disinterested.
No, there's a disinterested goblin in there who's still
Yeah.
doing smithy work.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
If you're looking that direction,
He's
I
still
think
tinging?
Laura was kind of curious about him. He kind of glances up, kind of shrugs and shakes his head and goes back to working on something. Looks like an axe head.
All right, well,
Dude
I'm
is,
pretty
like,
sure an 11
focused.
missed.
He is. He's incredibly focused. All right, Blood Moon, you're up.
Yeah, I missed with an 11. I'm pretty
Gotcha.
sure. Disadvantage, so.
All right. Which one is that? Vom, you have re-exposed yourself to bowfire.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. This is a tricky situation.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah, that
what?
looks unfortunate.
23
8
attack,
points.
8 piercing. Ouch.
God.
Okay.
At least you get half damage, right, for Frenzy?
No, I'm not frenzied anymore.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that ability. All right. Well, I think he does. Alara, you're up.
I will be a good party member.
And you noticed as looking at Vom charge in there, you saw an arrow come from the slit above the door and plunk Vom square in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. I will run out here and play Meat Shield.
All right, you're going to evade, get behind your shield, try to draw fire.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good strategy. I like it. You go out there and do that, and you'll get disadvantage attacks, and an arrow plunks squarely into your shield. Barnaby, you're up.
I can't get to the one down there. The door's closed. We have somebody playing bait. I'll just make myself another target.
Here.
I'll stand back to back, shield to shield with Alara.
All right, are you
Defensive
doing
as hell.
defensive as hell? Okay, Saris.
I think I'm gonna do something stupid. I think I'm gonna use my full action to dash and try and get behind this cover here if I can.
Use your full action to unlock the door.
Well, if you guys could lure this knoll out, maybe we could like open the door and kill two birds with one stone. Trigger the trap, kill the knoll. Like pie in the sky plan.
Planning?
Do you think do you think she would have told me to try and get the door unlocked? Alara would?
Did she just shout that? I don't know.
Would
I
she have shouted
did.
at me? All right.
You
know
look
what?
like
Unlock
you're
the
pulling yourself
door.
away, and I'm like, what are you
I will try to
doing?
unlock the door again. I will try to unlock the door again. It sounds much better than getting shot by arrows anyway.
Might get friendly fire at this rate.
So I'm going
Friendly
to go
fire
ahead
isn't.
Click on
and
your tool proficiency.
use my thieves tools again. I think we're gonna be here a while.
You take your full round action to get a guaranteed success.
No, that's 3.5 has like taking 20
Taking
or
10.
taking 10 or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The knoll grimly looks at his fallen friend, gives a shrug and steps up.
Oh,
Growing 5 times in size.
Step
square
up. Bring it.
He's bringing it.
Oh,
6 piercing. I think you caught me
And
out.
I'm gonna go down like a sack of hammers.
There
Oh,
goes
no.
there goes Vom.
15, 20, 30.
Hey Vom, it's your turn. Death save.
Oh no.
What's that, Constitution?
It
No.
is it's on your sheet.
3d20.
I'm looking.
It's right of your hit dice. They'll say death saves. You just click the word death. Basically, it'll roll it for you.
If I could see where it said death on here, I would click it.
It's successes, failures, death saves.
Inspiration
go.
point for acting very dead.
Very
So
good.
that is a make. It is 10 or up. It's slightly better than 50-50. Make a death save.
All right.
Goblin will fire at one of you and misses. Blood Moon.
All right. Well, Vom is down.
Bomb is down.
The most ridiculous thing I could do
Oh
is
no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I'm going to, with a regular action, stab this guy. And with a bonus action, I'm going to use healing on Vom.
Show those abs.
All right. Let's turn off disadvantage. There we go. 19
9
for
piercing.
max damage.
Wolf.
Excellent.
Every time.
And then Vom, the abs vibrate.
They
Just for
glisten.
you.
3 points, but you're up.
All right. I'll take it.
Short bow fire at the turtle in the middle. Misses.
Turtle in the middle.
Alara, you're up.
I taunt a second time.
Continue taunting, which is good because they're up now. Another one flies in your direction. Whoops, that's a knoll. Now I got one. Continuing to miss. Barnaby, you're up.
That guy's there.
Oh, help.
I don't know if I can
Barbarian.
do anything.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, thinking. Because where he's standing, I really don't see me getting by. Even if I like charge, I can't move an attack. I don't think I'm too far away. So there's nothing I could really do down there. But how about this? I will hold position.
I'm sure you can get there. You can get to this. You can get to that square right there.
Can I? Okay.
I think you can.
Well, I think moving through their square is like double. So, but if you're gonna give it to me, I'll go.
I think that
Don't go through the square, just
20,
go next to him.
I mean, I think I measured it with a ruler, and
Okay.
and it was 26 feet, 27 feet. So
There you go. Physics. You fit.
But upon getting there, do I slay the beast? No.
No.
No, I do not.
No. You do not. Do not slay the beast. However, Ceres is up.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock again.
Ceres like
We believe in you.
Please
Roll
believe
all
really
Yeah.
hard.
No pressure.
Is it enough?
It is not enough. That's a pretty good lock.
Son of
We
a
might have to
biscuit.
break the door down.
Telling you, we should have just broke the frippin' door down.
All right, the knoll is here.
Between my shoulders and his abs, we could have done it.
I'm gonna move.
There's some down wood planks in here. We might be able to use something as a battering ram.
I'm gonna kind of raise you guys like that just to get you all in the fight.
All right.
Vom is rolling and getting to his feet, but you're not up yet, Vom. You're still on the ground.
Nah.
The knoll is going to deal with the guy who's the most active target here, which is going to be Barnaby, and misses. Vom, you roll and stand. Oh, I'm not going to tell you to stand. You can stand.
I stand.
You
He
stand.
can do a
Barnaby.
handstand.
So you can standing is a half a move, and you can still attack.
Oh, good. Because I like attacking.
Attacking is what you're good at. However, that will not hit. Goblin will stay on the. Oh, that
Thunk.
16. What's your armor class, Alara?
19.
19. All right. They might get bored with hitting you. Blood Moon, you're up.
Well, you know what's coming next.
You surprise me every time.
Boom!
Oh.
The javelin.
God.
Javelin.
What are you made of with this javelin?
All right.
It's the tribal stuff, baby. The tribals.
It's okay. He rolls the high one to hit and then the 1 on the damage.
Right, right.
I've heard
Javelin,
so many nines,
big
though,
hammer,
which is good.
submachine gun.
The arrows are still raining down, but Alara is still turtled up there in the center and is drawing the fire, and they are now very angry that they are not able to hit this fighter in the center. Are now shouting at each other about how.
Alara, you are a great pincushion. Keep it up.
It is still your turn. It's now your turn. Sorry, Alara, it is your turn.
I'm just doing lots of stuff that makes it look like I'm being useful at drawing fire.
You're
No,
Shouting
you're
and-
flourishing. You're
taunting.
flourishing all over the place.
Insulting them.
Ruffles,
up.
flourishes, taunts.
Barnaby.
Someone's got to be able to finish this guy off, right?
One would hope.
Actually, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get behind him.
Do it.
And stab him in the back, just like a paladin. Yeah, baby!
You always get it on this. It's beautiful.
Critical hit. 11 points of damage.
All right. Well, that was exciting.
For the second time.
Down he goes.
Are you sure you're not going to take a level of thief at 2?
All right. So that fight is over, but there are still goblins plunking arrows down. What are you guys gonna to do in the situation that you're in right now? Just give me an idea.
Is the door right here open?
It is open, yeah.
I would just kind of move to the corner just to kind of see what's in there. Make sure there's not, like, more.
Yeah, it is a it is a like a kind of a shabby looking bedroom. Smells rather strongly of like dog.
Oh.
But is there anybody in there?
There is not. There are 5 rough beds. Do you have a light source on?
I do not. Or I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
I'm not. These
There we
two
go.
can take care of this.
Okay,
I won't
yeah.
leave
So I
the
can't see
others
anything.
out here
Never mind.
taking shots.
Yeah, it's
You
dark.
go back
it's
over
dark,
to the door.
It's dark in there, yeah. You could see in the dim light, Barnaby, some cots and some belongings strewn about. It looks like it's been recently inhabited. It is, and it smells distinctly of like strong urine scent and dog.
In
Knowles.
that case, I would listen to see if there's anything in there.
Smells like Knoll.
You can make a perception check. You spend a moment and listen, but you do not hear anything. Maybe a rat scuttling around, but that's about it.
Okay.
All right,
Any
I will
luck with
go
the
to
door?
a narrative mode for a second. Alara's been drawing fire, but you guys can all take cover if you wish to. And I'll let you take a round to kind of regroup if you choose to. And just be smart. What are you going to do that is smart? Vom, I'll start with you.
Smart? I'm a terrible person to smart for smart.
Bell curve.
You're in a southwestern tower, which is.
Do I see any immediate targets?
You do not. I'm afraid no.
I do not. Well, is there anything I can do to actually stop and bind wounds or anything like that?
There's not really a first aid in 5e that can give you any immediate hit points back.
Okay, then I don't care about the fact that I'm wounded.
Any hit dice left? I mean, technically we're taking a short rest.
You guys did get a hit die back in your nice rest that you can spend when you guys take a short rest. You're not in a short rest situation now. There's still Alara being plunked at by arrows and goblins, and you're not really in a short rest right now.
Well, then I'm going to do what I do, which is keep moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Actually,
What do I see?
I got your characters on for that weird lighting effect I was trying to do. You don't see much. It's dark in there.
Oh, shit. It just got black all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Dark room.
You're next to Barnaby
Alara,
here. It is
fall
it
back
is-
into cover.
Smells of dog, and you see some dimly seeing the light.
I was going to
some rough
accompany the
pots.
guys if they get out of the tower.
Okay, it's dark and smells like piss, and I can't see anything.
Yeah, that's about right. You
Sounds
can
like
see.
the
I
village.
can say there's a little bit of light that you can see. There's a very dimly. There is a room that seems to occupy that exterior wall of the keep, and you see some bunk beds, but nothing immediately coming in your direction. But you guys are around that corner to get out of arrow fire. Alara, you're up. We'll deal with you where you want to go right now.
Well, I'm going to wait for the guys to reemerge and then accompany them back over to the door so we can try to break it down or do whatever we're going to do to get through it.
Well, we're gonna have to.
You know we're not psychic.
Come on, Alara, say what you're going to say. Just say it.
Stop being passive aggressive.
I'm going to walk back here. Come on, let's go.
You know what?
Are you going to walk back there defensively?
Yes.
All right,
Back.
because arrows are still raining
I
down.
think she has a light source on too.
Yeah, but she's got armor and shit, so, you know.
I am going to look over to Saris, who I can see under fire is just manically going at this
Failing.
lock. And he puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Let me."
All right. And I'll
So-
step back a bit.
So for a second, you see a blue, very small aura of a bear come around him, and he takes the point of his shield and jams it straight fucking down on the lock.
Excellent.
You are. Are you making a strength check to try to open the door?
I
He's
was
trying
going to do
break the
athletics.
lock.
Kind of, yeah, athletics against the lock.
Just
Okay, I'm gonna
polymorph into a snake, go underneath the door, disable the damn trap, and then open it.
Third level.
Wait a minute, you read somebody else's class, but not the one you play?
Hey, you don't have to
Oh.
polymorph your
Hey
whole
there.
body.
Hey,
You know, there's
guys.
just certain parts of your body you can polymorph, right?
Ah,
All right, so to open a door is a strength check. It's a straight up strength check.
sure. Wow. Apparently, the one is with me.
This shield
Wow.
is too heavy.
This, I
Channeled
just,
a bear.
I
and
just
you
look
can-
over
but
at
You channeled a koala bear.
right. I just look over at Saris and I go, "That is a strong fucking lock."
Sarah, we'll just say you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this display. There was like mild awe on my face, and then watching him just like bounce off the door, I'm like, oh, okay, let me try it again.
But this
So
is
I
where
move
he
back over
loosened
the
it for
door.
you.
Absolutely. Listen, if this door doesn't come open, I'm gonna have a conniption. All right, so where are my thieves' tools? Let's try this one more time.
Yes!
Hey!
The lock finally gives
Apparently,
it.
it just
give-
needed a good bap before you did it.
Yep. It's
Finally
something you didn't think of
gives
me.
it up, and as you hear the tumblers turn over, what do you say?
Got it. Finally. All right, there are there are crossbows on the other side of this door. We could try to fling the doors open and not get shot, or we could try to disable the trap, but I don't know how long that will take. I don't disable traps super often.
I believe in you. I say as I step to the side of the doorway next to the wall.
Thanks. So, question for the DM: if I were to step off to the side and like just put my hand on the door, like say step here-ish, could I put my hand on the door and push it open?
You don't have enough leverage really to do that.
I figured the door is pretty tough, so sounds like they're heavy doors.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So since you are aware that it's there, you could open the doors and do it while evading, and I'll give you some sort of advantage on dealing with the trap.
Okay.
Or you can try to disable it.
I would like to try and disable it first. If
Let me jump to the guys in the corner tower to the southwest.
Okay.
Okay. So Alara, you hear Saris go, got it, and see her kind of bounce up and down jubilantly, and you see Blood Moon kind of slide to the side, away from the door. What do you guys do over there?
Yell at the two in the darkness. Come on, let's go!
She keeps yelling, but we haven't even had a chance to move.
You're gonna make them run out of arrows. What you gotta do, Alara? They're plunking at you massively. You're yelling at them as you're like ducking behind your shield as arrows come flying in your direction. So far, you've managed to avoid all of them. All right. So what are you guys gonna do? Southwest Tower.
Well, the door's open. I'm gonna make for the door, but
Bomb.
Blood Moon sees them running for the door and says, says, "We should open this before they get here and run into the crossbows."
4,
Yeah,
5,
we should.
6.
Are you being defensive, Jeremy?
We're throwing the doors before he gets into the line of fire of the crossbows.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm just gonna freaking dash for it.
Okay.
7, 8. You said the door's open?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Shit.
it's unlocked. You could open it,
All right,
but there
fine.
might be a nasty thing on the other side.
There we go. Excellent. I would like not open the door if I saw somebody behind it. Like I'll check over my shoulder before I actually try to open the doors, just in case.
Okay. So
to try and disable the trap, would it be thieves' tools again?
Thieves' tools again.
Oh, jeepers! Here we go. All right, let's try this.
No.
No. All right.
You're searching around and you haven't quite figured it out. You think maybe there's some wires that are going to the door, and you're going to have to maybe use a tool to bring the wire closer to you, and then cut the wire. It's not super complicated. It's probably easier than turning that lock over was, but it's still going to take some work. It's delicate, correct.
I'll join them on the wall. Full move. 10, 15, 20,
You want
25,
me on that wall.
30,
You need
35,
me on that wall.
40, 45,
Basically.
50.
I'm going to have one take a shot at you on the way.
Of course. That would have hit.
9 point. No, it's only 6. Sorry.
Okay. I mean,
only
it's still not good,
6.
but
All right, Vom, you're there by. Oh, you already made the move. Alara, you're now in the corner.
didn't take a shot at Vaughn.
Hey.
They took shots at Alara first, so kind of sort of spacing them out as it went.
Don't make me make that rogue.
It could happen. Alara.
Alara, are you gonna stay there? Because I think I'm gonna try and open the doors next. Just fucking fling them open.
No, actually, let me move that way.
A defensive move or just a full move? Like a double move?
It's a defensive move.
Gotcha. That'll miss. Goblin goes. All right. We're gonna take us out of initiative, kind of based action right now. You guys are up against the wall,
Go on.
and so go to more narrative mode. What are you guys gonna do up against the wall now?
Bleed.
Bleed. Fair.
Clear everybody from the door.
I've been doing that for turns now.
doors, and I will throw the doors open from the sides in cover.
Well, there isn't. He said that there isn't enough leverage to do it from the sides.
It'd be like a. It will take a strength check to open the door.
Yeah. So you said I can go into like evading mode. I've never done that before. So I can evade and do a strength check to open the door.
Yeah, you're aware that there is a you're aware that they're there, so you have an idea where they're aiming. So you kind of like push the door open and then try to jump back out of the way. You know,
Okay.
I'll give them they're basically they make an attack at the doorway, and it'll be a disadvantage attack based on you trying to not be in their line of fire.
Okay.
That
All
makes
right.
sense?
So yeah, that makes sense. So I'm gonna try and open the door. So that would be a strength check. You said.
Correct.
Okay. So.
And I'm going to be prepped to pull her out of the way.
Okay.
Excellent.
So yeah, you push
Body
the door
those
open.
doors open.
You push the door open, at least one of them, and then you jump back.
Oh my god.
So I wouldn't make any dexterity saves for this, would I?
No, because they're making attack rolls. I'm gonna say
Alright.
only one that is gonna hit you because you only open one of the doors. I figure.
But it's the
Okay.
crit,
So-
so.
Yeah, I'll not include the crit in that. So it'll be the first one I rolled.
Too kind.
Yeah, I know. I am. I'm just a kind person. And it's not your night tonight, is it? 3 points of damage.
Oh, that's way better than what it could have been. Okay, for some
Yes,
reason
3
I
points
can't.
of damage, and you
There we go. Now I can see my
as
little
you
thing.
kind of we'll say that you opened that one and dodged to the side, and that one it hit you as you dodged behind that door for cover.
Yeah. Okay. Ow. Well, this
Yeah,
one's
everybody
perfect, so
looks at
let's
you
not
and says-
open this door.
Everybody looks at you and says, "Really?"
All right, I got the door open. Okay, we can go in, but just don't open this door.
That's progress.
I'm going to attempt to sneak.
Both of the crossbows have discharged.
Oh, they have. Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
they have discharged. So
Can I just push this door open now? The one that I'm standing in front of.
Yeah, you can push it up.
Excellent.
Take that door.
That door.
Vom is not being cautious. Vom is stalking to seek prey.
Please
All right.
do take the lead, big strong man.
Hold on, let me make sure where you guys are making that.
Suddenly, the movie Home Alone starts to make a lot more sense.
Right, so it does, doesn't it? All right, so you've got night vision going on, correct?
Yes.
Yep. There is a giant
60
black wall of darkness immediately in front of me.
So Tony, you kind of look around.
Could you put that to a little bit lighter color? It's really messing with my eyes.
Nope. It is dark.
It-
The
yeah,
that's
hallway
good enough.
is dark.
Or you, yeah. So Tony, you look around and see that you will, there's really no light sources. Once you get past the door, the hallway, the entryway, it gets, you can see because of your elven heritage, but it's going to require some light sources for the humans.
Okay.
Are you going to relay that back out?
A
No.
torch. Fetch a
I
torch.
think it's pretty obvious. So I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to take.
I
a
don't
look
like
at this
being in the
door.
dark, so I would like a torch.
You will light
This
a
should
torch.
be where the goblins were
All right,
shooting out of.
I'm going to give you a light source. What torches do I like to use dim light? So for fun. So
We'll
Torches
pull
are
out
20-foot
torch.
normal and then 20-foot dim.
dim is more fun.
Oh, look. I can see. I can see the wall in front of me.
Okay, so Vom lights a torch and has his axe over one shoulder and is holding a torch as he leads you there.
I'll light a torch as well.
Okay, Alara, you put your shield away, or do you have a shield?
I put my shield away.
Okay.
So I'll have my sword in one hand and my shield and my torch in the other.
All right. So you guys sort of spill into the. You can all move up if you got Barnaby, Sarah, if you want to. You finally have breached your way into this place. It was not the easy to do, was it? And yeah, there's a door in front of you, Blood Moon, and you're in a corridor. You can I don't really describe it. You can see around you. Where do you guys wish to go? What do you wish to do?
I'm going to stay to the side of the door and open it. So I have a feeling there's a goblin in it.
All right. The door is not locked. DC, make a strength check to open the door. Most of them open fairly easily. Locked.
12.
Well, the door opens, and it is it's kind of a curious looking room. It looks like it was like a tea room. There's lots of half-broken furniture, shattered crockery.
Are there any little dolls?
There might be.
Oh, goodness.
But it is in the center of the room. There's a table. The room doesn't appear to be. It appears to have been recently occupied. It's not dusty. It's not musty smelling. And there's a table in the center of the room. I think you can see it where you are, Bob. And in the middle, the table is like just this mound of broken pottery, all just kind of piled up in this small tea table in the center of the room. There's other broken furniture and junk in the room, but in the center of the room there is this pile of shards of pottery, not just pottery, like teacups and kettles and pots, plates, maybe some silverware, all just kind of jumbled up in this pile that's maybe 2 or 3 feet, like a mound of this stuff. The room smells faintly of old tea. You can even smell the kind of herbal scent of tea from however long this place has been abandoned.
I'm going to shift to here, open this door.
That door. Go ahead, make a check first.
Nope, that door befuddles me.
That door is befuddling.
Is it locked?
I think the hinges are old.
All right.
Give me a hand.
Sure.
Start clapping.
Alright, so can I assist him with this?
I'm going to assist you because I already made the roll.
No,
Okay.
if you do it again, you can make an advantage strength check. Is how that would work.
So would
Okay.
I be rolling or would you be rolling?
So the door is appears to be jammed or blocked from the other side. It moves a little bit, but then it appears to be hitting something very heavy that is keeping it from going any further.
You're talking about the room Alara was trying to open.
This door right here.
You're on the GM layer. I can't see you pinging anything.
We could just shoulder our way in, yes? Beat the door down. Can't be that hard.
Yeah, this door right here.
Okay. All right. Yep. Let's just
You
bash it
and
open.
You hear let me see what your passive perception is very good, Tony. So you hear on the other side some movement and some high pitched voice making like a shushing sound. Shh. There.
I look back and I
Just wait for them.
I point to Vom and I point to Saris and I point to the door and I make this movement of my hands as if something is talking. Like you just see me cupping my hand back and forth like something is talking. And
I
point
start
back
making
towards the
noise.
door.
Obviously, he wants me to make a lot of noise talking.
I'll just nod.
They're waiting.
I give you an odd look.
And when they wait, we give them something. I step back to the side of the door. I point for Saris to step back to the side of her door. And I give a nice open way for Vom to blast through the door.
All right. Then I will do so. I am more than happy to do door blasting things.
What happens when the unmovable object intersects the crippled barbarian?
He's not crippled yet.
Nah.
There is a that is not given. There's a
That's even worse.
there is a pile of something on the other side of that door that is.
Is
Keep
there
it
a
up.
roll for pride damage? Because
You know what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, clearly. I'm just gonna go sit in this corner and sulk for a bit.
Blood
That you
Moon
are-
looks at the door that they've been pushing on and pushing on and pushing on, and he walks over, he grabs the handle, and he pulls it outwards towards him. And sees the door opens.
What is this, Melville School for the Gifted?
It does not work that way.
Okay, all right.
that would have been so funny.
All right, well, then in that case, we have other doors.
We'll go down the hallway and find another way in.
All right, Devin, I have to stand here or else I can see through these doors.
Set the door on fire.
Let me see something.
Palm is feeling out of sorts.
All right, you should not be able to move to the door now.
There, buddy.
All right,
It's gonna
well,
be okay.
we're going to push this door open right here.
Okay. Go for it.
Well, I mean, we're going to try. The doors are down. Doors and locks are not our strong point tonight. 9.
9 works. 9 does work.
I'm gonna keep a wary eye on the door that we were trying to open because I'm afraid that they might think that we're like going away and they're gonna try and sneak up on us.
That's smart. That
All right,
is a
so
smart thing.
I'll go through the door.
All right, so behind that door, there is a this tower is very very decayed. It looks like this. It does not have a flagstones floor. This floor is wood. Maybe it was built. Maybe there's a basement level or something, or a storage level beneath. You're not entirely sure. But the floor is somewhat spongy, and it kind of even gives a little bit as you step on it. And across the
throw a
room,
javelin at him. But go ahead.
across the room, you see a ladder going through a trap door or a hole in the ceiling going up to the second floor. That's what you see.
I also visit. Oh, that's not supposed to be there.
That was representing the goblins that are on the other floor.
Okay. Clear. Ladder. Second floor. I'm going to start sneaking.
Okay.
I'm going to quietly start to ascend the ladder.
Make a sneak check for me, please.
Good luck, everybody.
I'm gonna
An 11.
I'm gonna tell the rest of them that he's going up the ladder to the second floor, where I think the goblins might be up there. So directing that at Olara and Barnaby.
You rolled an 11.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You
Get hit by 66 arrows.
quietly.
And
The
die.
ladder is very. As you're starting to ascend it, you sort of start to regret your decision, but it holds. This ladder is very spindly and rickety. It's been more or less lashed together, and you go up to the next floor, and you're kind of in a room that's a mirror of this room, but it's, well, not mirror, but it's the room above this room, and you peek over. So I'll just kind of show you what you would see. You peek over and you see a goblin. Let's pretend you're peeking over the next floor.
Okay.
You see a goblin at the airless slit, and he's looking around and trying to peer out, and the room continues further this way.
Okay.
All right, so it's longer going in this direction, and you see two other goblins in this long room adjoining the top of the tower, and they are likewise looking down, trying to see where their foes have gone. Each of them has a big quiver of arrows leaning up against the wall. At this point, fairly depleted, but still a couple left, as they are in their supplying their firing positions.
Can I, from the position I'm holding, can I see Vom and Saris down below?
Oh, up there? Let's put you right there.
I could still see them on my map.
If you can, then sure, you can. Yeah,
All right.
looking down, you can. If you just kind of duck down or take a few steps down the ladder, you can see them. Sure.
All right. I am going to very carefully make sure I have their attention, and then I am going to hold up the number 3 with my fingers and then point above me.
All right. Vom, does this mean anything to you?
And he's holding up the number 3 and pointing above him.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. He gives you that hand signal, correct?
Oh, I guess that there are 3 above him. I can count that high. Not much higher.
As long as it's not over 5, you're good.
Pretty much. Then I got to take off my sandals.
Again, this goblin's not here. He just represents where the one is above you.
And I will relay this to Alara and Barnaby again.
Vom, did you go in there?
Wait, is this? Where's Blood Moon?
He's on the ladder.
Yeah, so he's right there, right?
Right.
Okay.
Did you move in there stealthily? I guess is my question.
I will attempt. I am stalking.
Stalking. Barbarians do that. They can do stalky things.
Not necessarily well, but you know.
Hey, that's not restraining order worth.
All right, that is reasonably stealthy for our circumstances. You stealth up to the ladder and are below Blood Moon, who is
Same as this tribe, mate.
Yeah, I think they both rolled 11s. So.
They both rolled 11s. Correct.
Our cycles are synced up.
I feel so dirty.
Hey, I'm the one who has blood in my name.
Well, if you both try to go on that ladder at the same time.
No.
2 barbarians, 1 ladder.
What could possibly go wrong?
If you add a cup, a lot of things.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go quietly up behind, quietly up onto the area behind him,
Oh, you're
clearing
going up.
way.
You are going up the ladder into the room above.
Right.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
way, it's clear for Vom to go.
Okay.
I feel like we should have gone to the other side first.
Well, Blood Moon's gone up the ladder now.
Make a stealth roll again for me, please, Blood Moon.
Because I
luck.
guarantee you that this armor is not getting up that ladder.
He hears me.
Fair.
All right.
Surprise.
Okay, you finish going up the ladder, but are clearly not stealthy in doing so. Let me just go ahead and move you to that room, and I'm gonna move Dave there too. That
Okay.
way he can just be an observer. Here, let me. I'm
You're
gonna
not trying to
group
put
you up
my
real quick.
heavy ass up that ladder, are you?
I'm not gonna put you up the ladder, but you're gonna be
You're our
There's the-
cameraman.
you're our cameraman, so you can see what happens.
Ah. Good call.
Okay. Barnaby, do you have a torch? You do now.
Barbarian had it.
Yep, I had a torch.
All right, Barnaby, you're not there, but you're there. All right, Bloodman, you've come up that ladder and made a lot of noise. But you get an idea of the situation. Obviously, I think I described it fairly well. I'll give everybody the benefit of initiative roll. If you initiate high enough, you can maybe get away before getting plunked.
All right,
So
I'm all about initiating.
Let's see how that goes.
Goblin 1, 4. Goblin 2, 3.
Apparently, I got to work on my foreplay.
3.
All right, Goblin, the one nearest to you, rolls the 17. So he plunks an arrow.
Oof,
That's a hit.
23.
3 points of damage, and it is your action.
All right. 5, 10, 15.
Oh wait, I
Clean up.
did move you guys to this. I did move you the map, did I? I'm silly.
Nope.
Okay, there. All right, now you get the idea what's going on.
Gotta figure
Nope.
out where you put us.
Yeah, it's all black to me.
Yeah, only the two
there
that are
we
up
are.
there are in view.
Okay, I got you.
Barnaby is filming.
The ghost of Barnaby
Oof.
is with you. Run, Luke, run.
Oh wow, this is an interesting situation. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shield and go for the javelin. 15 hit,
It does.
5 piercing.
All right. Goblins are considerably more delicate than gnolls, and that's a good thing. He goes down. Wow.
I guess I can take the ninja off of my not sneaking ass anymore.
Yeah.
You are not sneaking.
No.
Goblin moves up. It is very dangerous for you here, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Are the bomb roll? He's roll 3. Okay. Yeah, this is a highly dangerous situation.
Yes, it is. That misses.
All right, that's good. He fires and then retreat evades because that's what goblins do. Bomb, are you coming up the ladder?
Yes. Yes, I am coming up the ladder.
Good. The ladder creaks ominously beneath you as you work your way up it, but you have come up the ladder.
Nice.
I will grab a Vom and move him to here.
I was
Okay.
thinking be making her way towards the ladder to try and follow them up as well, or at least hover near the base of the ladder to listen and see if things are going poorly.
Do I see anything? Oh, look. Here we are.
All right.
It's like the sun coming out.
Bomb, you still have the torch in hand.
Yes.
You have come up the ladder. I'll still give you half a move. You're there.
That's Blood Moon over here, and that's the goblin.
That's a goblin there. There's a dead goblin at Blood Moon's feet, and there are. Well, you see. I think you can see in the light of that arrow slit another goblin, who is no longer looking out the arrow slit. They are both trying to acquire targets in your direction.
Behind me?
What's that?
Behind me?
No. What do you mean?
You said the ones behind the arrow slits are acquiring targets.
Yeah, you're the target.
No,
You
I
have half a
understand
move.
that, but there's.
Go ahead.
Okay, from my vantage point, I see two arrow slits behind me and a
yes,
goblin in front of me.
And there's another goblin right there.
Okay.
You can see him in the light of the arrow slit there from outside.
All right. Well, I'm not a complete idiot, so I'm realizing that I'm not going to be able to make it all the way there. I am going to dash to the side.
Okay, I like that. You have acquired some cover. Blood Moon. Vom has joined you.
Right. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Making sure he's in range. Skadoosh! It's a 13 hit.
Goblins are, they do not have a shield right now. Shields are +1 AC in this edition, I
2.
believe. They're +2.
He's wiry.
That does hit. If they're +2, it does hit them.
9 piercing.
9? Well, that's more than goblins don't have that much. Kabam!
You
5,
pin him to
10.
the wall.
Done.
Done.
Staple gun to the wall.
Barnaby would be defending the ladder, realizing he would destroy that ladder trying to get up it.
All right.
Is Barnaby fat?
No, but I have chainmail on, which is stupid heavy.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Not
whoa,
armor.
whoa.
He's fat.
And he's fat.
Laurel, you're wearing scale, aren't you?
No, chain as well.
Oh, okay. Scale super heavy.
Goblin looks around the corner, plunks an arrow at Bomb, and disengages. But misses.
Yay.
Bomb is up.
Bomb is not a tank.
But you are today.
But bomb will advance. Four, 5, 6 attack.
Goblin is not pleased.
Well, I hope not.
Excellent.
That will miss though. Goblins are small and springy, and have
Ah.
a armor class of 13. Blood Moon, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, wait a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should give me a clear shot without
Sure.
putting poor Vom in the sights. Skadoosh! 9 piercing.
I don't have that many. All right, is everybody moving up the ladder?
I don't think it's going to take my weight.
neither.
I'm not going to move up the ladder, but I will shout up. Blood Moon, Vom, are you all right?
We're fine. Come on
Can you guys see, is there a door on the other side? Maybe we should try finding another way up.
There is no door.
There is no spoon.
Is there nowhere else to go up there?
It appears that there is nowhere else to go up here except for one door in the room where the ladder is. There is
Well,
no
then
door
come
on the
back
other
down
side.
there.
Yeah, there's a door that leaves the tower.
Good point. Where are we going?
Clearing the goblins.
Clearing the goblins.
Ah,
I get back my javelins.
You
We should
finally
clear
killed
out the
the three.
lower floor first.
You finally killed the 3 goblins that were guarding this place.
Finally.
No, there's
Ones
at
that
least
shot so many arrows.
Oh, there's more goblins.
There's
Yeah.
more in the rooms below. We know that.
I mean, this room is. Well, go ahead.
If it's
Do you guys wish to?
cleared,
You guys going to come up the room? You guys going to come up and or stay down there?
is there something to affix a rope to?
We should clear out the lower floors first. Can you barricade the door that's up there?
There's nothing here to barricade the door with.
Hmm.
Yeah, this
Well, we could always pile goblin corpses on it.
Can we take the lock off the front door and put it on?
No.
there's really nothing. Yeah, it is an Overwatch position. There's quivers of goblin arrows, but their shields and their short swords and scimitars are leaning up against the wall. But there's really nothing else in here. It's very much a military, utilitarian location.
You want to investigate and see if you can't see what's on the other side of that door, and then we can decide to come up or you two to come back down. Let's take a little peek.
If a rest is needed, this might be a good place to lock ourselves into.
If the ladder gives way, you can haul people up using the rope.
All right.
And you could. There are fixtures and pieces of metal, set into the wall that you could secure a rope to if you needed to.
Do we want to try and rest? I'm gonna try and direct my question to the group as scattered as they are.
yes. I hunger. We should eat something.
Warrior needs food badly.
Badly.
I will add you guys to this floor. And you guys come up as well.
Okay.
In case it
I
matters,
will-
did the ladder survive?
It kind of matters a little bit. Sure. 3. It does not, no. Whoever goes up first, presumably Barnaby, it gives way as you come up.
And down to Goblin Town.
But you can improvise a way up and down using a rope once you're up here.
Yep.
So I just assume you guys do smart things and everybody gets to that floor. If you guys wish to take a short rest, you can do so. You can spend it. You have your hit die got back last time you took a long rest, so you could take that rest now. Spend a hit die.
I'd like to get some hit points and rejuvenate my rage.
Okay. So a short
Ta-da.
rest, you can spend a hit die and get your hit points back.
Okay.
I'm gonna pry out the main canines of each of the goblins and put them in my pouch.
I will watch horrified from a distance and try to not grimace too noticeably.
I'm just jealous that I didn't think of it first.
Aww.
Well,
Mom is
I think you already
spoken.
have a rage left anyway, Jeremy. So
Huh? I thought I only get one.
you get 2.
No? Oh, well then. I have more rage.
It'd be terrible if you only had one. Can you imagine? And then the rest of the day you're just like, I'm cool. I'm cool,
Okay.
man.
In spite of my rage, I'm still just a rat in the cage.
Okay, so if you guys spend a hit die, go ahead and roll this right now, please.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Woof, Saris,
That
nicely done.
did so much for so little reward.
You only needed 3.
I only needed 3. I was like, ah, sure, why not? I'll go ahead and
Bomb gets back
use it.
5. Blood Moon, how much needed 2?
It's better than nothing. Yeah,
Barnaby?
I get that
I don't have
wonderful
one to spend.
-1.
Yeah. What's that, Barnaby?
I don't have one to spend.
Did you spend one earlier?
Yeah. Remember, I was at 13 out of 14 because I spent a hit die before we got here.
Okay.
Blood Moon will go to the
Because
corpses
you would
of the
have gotten your
goblins.
hit die back after you got your last long rest, so you could.
I'm
I
pretty
don't-
sure I used it after that.
I don't think you guys had short rest since you guys. Yeah, I could be wrong. Go ahead.
He's going to collect all the arrows and a single quiver that one of them has,
Okay.
and one of the short bows.
All right.
And he's going to walk over to Saris, and he's going to set them in front of her, and then just walk away.
Come back, Shane.
All right.
Okay, recharge any abilities that you get with a short rest, and I think we're probably at a good point to call it an evening.
All right.
All out of the point that he realizes that the two people who are heavily clad in armor and also his very good tribal mate aren't really the kind of people that would use ranged weapons, even though Alara picked one up and actually eagle-eyed the shit out of that one dude.
I have some throwing axes. That's ranged ish.
You guys took the last short rest where? Where were you guys when you did that? The last long rest, excuse me.
The last long rest was outside, right on the other side of the river.
Okay.
It was like
You
in
didn't
the-
have any. I don't think you've had any combat encounters since then.
No.
Mm-mm.
So Barnaby, you'd have a hit die left to spend right now.
Okay.
No, because we avoided the bat cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it back. You spent a hit die at a short rest. Yeah, so up to 10. That's fine.
I need to find a spell that blesses these javelins.
Yeah, because you need to be able to hit more with your javelins.
They were on fire tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
You really were.
Yeah, those goblins were a hazard as long as they're not being hit.
Those are homing javelins.
Once the goblins start being hit, then they are squishy. But when they've got cover and they can shoot bows and arrows, they are problematic. All right, you guys have gained the second floor of the tower, feeling like the larger host of the goblins is probably beneath you.
Yeah,
And
Saris wants to be on the lower floor, but we'll get to that bridge.
Yes, they are all beneath us.
all right, then we will find this a good stopping point and take it up next time.